You don't have to overconsume yourself with this.
Yeah.
And the reason why you don't have to overconsume yourself with it is because the market ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So I challenge you for the next 6 months to take 30 minutes out your day.
So like, what's 3 things like a company has to have for you to invest in, and then what's like 3 no-nos? Like, I don't care what company it is, who the CEO, like these 3 things, I ain't rocking with it. So that's all I got.
All right, that's a good question. So the question is, what are 3 things that a company must have for me to rock with it? And what are 3 things that a company has that I say that's no good? So 3 things that it must have is good management. Great management produces a great return on invested capital. Great management understands how to leverage a business and position it well. Great management understands how to navigate troubled water. So great management is good. Great management, we talking about companies like ServiceNow. Great management, we talking about companies like Chipotle. You know, that's great management. You can't do nothing about that. Second, a great company has to have a ROIC that is greater than its WACC. I mean, we talk about that a lot, and because that tells us that management can do great things with the money. That represents the money part of the business. And thirdly, if the company does have debt, I need to see that a company has a great interest coverage ratio, because that tells me that the company can pay down the debt with operational cash flow and not other forms of cash flow, right? So that means what they making for operations. So I look at it like this. Let's say you got a house, right? You live in a house and you and your spouse together, the money that y'all bring in from y'all jobs or y'all business, that's operating cash flow. That money can pay off the debt. Let's say you cut grass and wash cars on the side, and that's not your business. So you do that on the side. Well, better yet, let's say the money you make from investing and trading, that's not part of your operational cash flow. That's another form of income. Then you don't need that income to pay the bills. You can pay the bills and your debt based on what y'all make from operations. So for me, a company with a high ROIC, a high interest coverage ratio, if they have debt, is important, because it lets me know side investments can be side investments and operational cash flow can pay down debt. Does that make sense? I went a little deep in my bag just now. So that's important to me. So now we're talking about business structure. Like, one of the things I love about that is just understanding how businesses operate. And you don't have to be scientific or a genius with this. You just need to learn basic economics and basic business structure, right? And that's kind of what the Wallstreet Trappin course and the Trappin method is about. You can use that and apply that framework to any business and just put the business on a scale, and if it don't weigh up, that means pass. 3 things that I don't. One is if a business is just too hard for me to understand. I don't care how much they up in money. If I can't understand it, I don't need to put no money in it, because if I don't understand it, I don't know when they have an advantage or a disadvantage. And if I can't understand when they have an advantage or a disadvantage, it automatically puts me at a disadvantage. I think one of the things that hurt people is somebody be like, yo, this company up 300%. You like, yep, let me get it. But you don't understand why it's up 300%. You don't understand what the market sees. So that's important for me. Too much debt. Debt to equity ratio for me is always 2 to 1, meaning more assets to debt. So if a company has $300 million in debt, I need to see it with at least $600 million in assets or cash flow or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that matters a lot to me. If it's not like that, then that means to me that the company management don't know what they're doing. Or if it's a growth company, it may be an exception, but too much debt is just something I can't, because if stuff get real, then I realize now that I'm going to lose out. You know what I'm saying? Like AT&T. I used to like them, but then they made an investment that put them $175 billion in debt, and then I was like, nope, it's not the company for me no more, because the story changed. I think thirdly, if a company has no moat that I can identify with. And a moat, like every company at least 90% of the companies I invest in, they have to have some type of competitive advantage in the market. Because if you don't have a competitive advantage in the market, that leaves you susceptible to the other companies that are competing with you. And if you have no way to fight those companies off, then I'm gonna lose my money. Right? So when you look at companies like Amazon and they say, yeah, we about to get into the pharmaceuticals, and we about to get into medical, and then you see people like Rite Aid going out of business. You see people like CVS and Walgreens trying to partner with other companies. You understand why? You know what I'm saying? Because you know this behemoth of a company can be the #1 person in this company, in this industry within the next 5 years, and you have nothing to compete with them with. And so if a company is not evolving, if a company don't have a competitive advantage or a growth strategy, then I'm not there. Prime example, Radio Shack, Circuit City. Best Buy came around, Amazon put them out of business. Blockbuster, Netflix came around, they could have bought them. They didn't, but they had no growth strategy. Put them out of business. Toys R Us, Amazon, y'all didn't want to get into online sales, y'all don't want to put the money into that, put them out of business. No business is exempt. Business is the best sport in the world. Business is better than the game of football, the game of baseball, the game of basketball, because people don't look at the game and not understand the business behind the game. Business is the best sport ever. And so if you don't have a way to defend yourself in the industry, you're going to lose. And the way to do that is by creating a moat in that business. If you can't create a moat in that business, you're going to sink. And I don't want to be a part of that.
That was good. I like that.
Let's go, brother. I appreciate you. Don't put me on the spot like that. Oh, hey, he got me messed up. Put me on the spot like that. You feel me? I'm over the head, man. I do it for a living. I can put that killer on y'all right quick over there. He like, nah, Trap, because it's in the case. He ready. Let's go, Queen. How you feeling?
I feel like I've given myself an A because I'm still going, but I'm struggling trying to keep the A. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing in the market. I don't have the option play, like I said, so I'm like adding money. Sometimes I'll pull money, put it somewhere else, and I just can't find a balance between a single parent. I'm not gonna say single mother because there's single fathers too, but I'm trying to find a balance of being a mother, working kind of the schedule you work. I work 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week, sometimes 7. Trying to be a mother, trying to invest, don't really have time to study, trying to just pass the math part of my GED like you did. Being in Florida, coming from New York, used to fast hustle, fast money. Now I'm in Florida, it's slower. Got to get my money by 9 to 5 as a common law state. So I'm struggling with the balance. So when you started in the stock market, I guess, how did you balance being a parent and trying to learn the stock market? Because it's like if I put my son to sleep, my son sleeps with me. I'm a fall asleep. So to get back up and try to hit the books for at least an hour, I'm like, but then you watch your show and it's like, if you want it, and it's like, that shit sound good, excuse my language, but it's like, when you're in that bed, it's like, yeah, it's quiet, I'm going to sleep. So it's like, it's money sitting there, but I don't really know what I'm doing with it. So. I
got you. Nah, first of all, let's just salute you for the grind you putting in. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I think I was blessed in a way because my daughter mama allowed me to do a lot.
Okay.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'll never take credit. We have our ups and downs, but it ain't like we be at each other's top. It's just we may have a disagreement about my way of seeing something of hers, but we have such a dope relationship. She's always backed me from the beginning. So once I told her what I was doing, she was like, I'm all in on it. Yeah. But before I was doing this, when I was just working, before I had the business part of it, when I was working that time, because I was working 7/12s, or 6/12s, or 6/10s, she kept my little one. And I would just, my commitment was when I'm off, I'm coming, and I would take days off. But what I did do was, you don't have to overconsume yourself with this.
Yeah.
And the reason why you don't have to overconsume yourself with it is because the market ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So I challenge you for the next 6 months to take 30 minutes out your day.
Yeah.
I challenge you for the next 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
You about to get the options course.
Yeah.
For the next 90 days, don't even focus on making a trade.
Okay.
Don't focus on making a trade. You know why?
That's cashing out.
Huh?
You mean trading as cashing out?
You in trades already?
I don't know.
You don't
Like,
know?
I know. I think my word is mixed up. I think I probably know what I'm in, but I think my words be mixed up, like trading, selling. So I think I know, but
So
I don't.
do you have money in the market
Oh,
right
yeah,
now?
I have I have,
Is it buy and hold? Like, is it
yeah, I
in
have
there to
Tesla,
sit there?
I have ASML.
All right. So that's is that to? Do those have a date on it?
Oh no, they not cool. They just share.
They just buy and hold. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
buy and hold.
So here's what I want you to do. For the let's give it a Wall Street Trappin course.
Yeah. She got the options for the end of Wall Street.
Let's make sure she got
I'm in
that.
a Patreon.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I don't even want you to worry about what that's going on right now. I'm being real with you.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna only entice you to do something you don't got no business doing. If you get out, I don't even care.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd rather you get out. I'd rather you get, and it's real talk.
Yeah.
I'd rather you get out until you learn what you're doing and then get back in.
Yeah.
Because as long as you're in there, you're going to be enticed to do something you have no business doing.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I would rather you save what you paying me a month in there to learn, because that's gonna be so enticing to just go back and look and see. And once, when you seeing people making money, you'll be like, nope, you're gonna be back to the,
Yeah.
you'll be back there. So what I'd rather you do is learn. And if you wanna do anything, leave the Patreon and go get in Trappers Anonymous.
Yeah, that was my next move.
If you're gonna do anything, I would rather you leave the Patreon,
Yeah.
go to, because you got people like that who are gonna be on it.
Yeah.
From book clubs to all the other people that can help you in the community. I put 5 stocks in there a week.
Yeah.
And we talking about it every day. We do a live class every Sunday for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Where people breaking down businesses. So I'd rather you leave the Patreon, go to Trappers Anonymous, because now that course is gonna make sense to you.
Okay.
But I guarantee you, if you just take 30 minutes a day and you give us your Sunday, within the next 90 days, you'll be 100% better than what you are today.
Okay.
In 90 days.
Yeah.
Salute to you for being a single mother, a single parent. Salute to you working the 12-hour shifts, because I did that.
Yeah.
But what I was doing, I will be honest with you, if it was either me getting up a little early or going to sleep a little later, I was giving myself that hour.
Yeah.
I was doing it for an hour. And I got pictures in my phone of me going to sleep with the book in my chest on the mattress with my daughter on the side of me.
Yeah.
Right, so there's a million reasons why you can't do it. All you need is one reason that's greater than a million reasons why you need to do it. That's all you need.
Yeah.
You need one reason that's bigger than every other reason why you can't. So I know you can give me 30 minutes because you just sat in here for 3 hours. And they ain't counting the hour you probably was outside, and now we on 3 hours and 37
I
minutes.
just hopped off a flight. So
You
I'm
feel
about to
me?
get back
Plus
to
off the flight. So you gave me a whole day.
Yeah.
You gave me a whole day to come get the information. I know you got 30 minutes. I ain't telling you give me 2 hours a day. I'm saying give me 30 minutes. 30 minutes a day. And on Sunday, if you can get that, what is it, about 2 hours, 2.5 hours on a Sunday? If you can just hop in and watch 2 people present, it's a game changer. In 90 days, I can guarantee you, you can be like, I got this shit. It's that easy. You got to change for what you want or change what you say you want.